Prior to the August 9 polls, Bungoma County was a battleground for the Azimio One Kenya and the Kenya Kwanza outfits, a county with over 1.8 million people with more than 600,000 registered voters.
Fire! 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 Fire!
And after the August polls, the list of casualties was long and prominent.
Kwanza na watolea heko wananchi wa Bungoma kwa kusikia na kuitikia mwito wetu wa kutuletea mabadiliko katika kaunti yetu.
Security waondoe mara moja wote tafadhali.
Bungoma Governor Wycliffe Wangamati, Kandui MP Wafula Wamnyinyi and Tongaren MP Dr. Eseli Simiyu, who botched a failed coup at the Ford Kenya Party and later sought refuge at the DAPK Party, ally to CS Defense Eugene Wamalwa, faced the wrath of the Bungoma electorates by electing Ford Kenya candidates in their positions.
Do swear that
I shall always truly
Senate Speaker Kenneth Lusaka floored his opponent Wycliffe Wangamati to be the third Bungoma County Governor, garnering 244,298 votes.
we have fought a good fight. We have overcome many battles. The most important battle before us now is building Bungoma.
Lusaka is promising to steer the county to greater heights with prudent use of the county resources.
I will institute an economic council in my office to ensure balanced advisory as opposed to engaging individual advisors. We will prioritize demand-driven interventions that address the key challenges of poverty, inclusivity, and spur economic growth.
In Kandui constituency, DAPK party leader Wafula Wamnyinyi was floored by former Bungoma County Assembly Speaker and Advocate John Makali, who was carrying the Ford Kenya flag.
I think this was God's timing. And we thank the people of Kandui because it wasn't easy to remove a party leader with all the resources from State House, with all the resources from his own party, with all the resources from the Azimio coalition. And we really thank the people for having that faith in us.
Makali says he will not be carried away by trouncing Wamnyinyi, but is focused on representing the Kandui electorates in Parliament.
Prioritize that we do model classes in these particular schools. Then principally ensure that no child in this particular constituency who has been called up to go to a school fails to go to school to have an education because issues of school fees.
And we must deliver this country.
Bungoma also hit the headlines after the first member of Parliament with albinism was elected through the ballot in Webuye East.
It's a statement enough that people of Webuye East, through this election, they have been able to write another history. That through their vote, they have been able to elect the first person with albinism.
Pepela says that despite coming from a rough background that nearly drove him to the brink of suicide, the trust bestowed on him by the people of Webuye East clearly indicates that disability is not inability.
So that's why I think I take this position with a lot of humility, with a lot of appreciation that there's so much work for us to do, to be able to encourage and role model the young people who are coming, and also they want somebody just to there to encourage them that it's possible for them to be anybody in the country.
Despite the fact that Bungoma County residents voted overwhelmingly for the 7 Ford Kenya candidates, in Bumula, the script was different as DAPK's Jack Wamboka trounced UDA's Mwambo Mabonga.
People had faith in me because of the things I was doing. I think I had touched the hearts of the people, and it was going to be very difficult for any wave. And on that point, I think the wave that matters is the people's wave.
Wamboka's resilience had finally paid off after making 2 unsuccessful stabs for the Bumula parliamentary seat.
I'm going to participate to put to an end the problems of sugarcane, because I think it starts with the legislation. I think we must have firm legislation around the sugarcane industry that is going to protect our people.
In Tongaren constituency, DAPK Secretary General was floored by John Murumba Chikati on a Ford Kenya ticket.
I want to assure the people of Tongaren that we are going to work with you. We are going to develop the infrastructure which has lagged behind, the education sector in collaboration with the county government. We are really focused to improve and to develop the bottom-up approach so that our constituency Tongaren can also be one of the best constituencies in Bungoma.
Chikati, who has made 4 unsuccessful attempts over the years, was elected overwhelmingly by Tongaren residents, garnering 20,689 against 9,563 for Dr. Eseli Simiyu. It is now upon the elected leaders to deliver on their promises to the electorates with the high economic times. They believe things will be made better or much easier. During these hard economic times, John Makuba, K24, Bungoma.